Beatings will now continue until morale improves. There is a new plan to make us all buy electric vehicles. 8 states plan to ban the sale of gas-powered cars entirely by 2032. California, Rhode Island, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, and Washington. California State Senator Scott Weiner is with us now. Appreciate you joining us, sir. Thank you. Is this a little bit like legislating that we all eat our peas or something?
No, I don't think so. This is, frankly, the direction that we're heading. And of course, we'd always love to get there faster. But we need to move in that direction. Climate change is upon us. We have better and better technology in terms of zero emission vehicles, hybrids as well. And that's a direction we need to move. It's only going to get better and better. And we need to go there. We can't just keep burning fossil fuels.
If we put the climate change argument to the side, and I know there's a lot there, but you know, the government didn't have to mandate that the horse and buggy went out of business and was banned from roads. They didn't have to mandate standard transmissions were somehow banned or illegal or anything like that. The market demanded that. Wouldn't it be easier to have electric cars that were good enough, and then everybody would just buy those?
Well, it's both, and we can't just forget about climate change, even for a moment. When we see the fires that are burning, and not just in California or the West Coast, in Texas and elsewhere, and the stronger hurricanes, and people can't get flood insurance anymore. This is just getting worse and worse. And so we have to, it is different than transitioning from the horse and buggy. But let's also be clear that the technology in the cars are getting better and better. The EVs of today are much better than they were 3 years or 5 years ago, and they're less expensive as well. And the infrastructure is getting better because people sometimes are. Yeah.
I hear you, but I also know that in California, there's times that you've got to ban charging of EVs because it's too hot and the electrical grid can't sustain it. And I know there's times in Chicago the EVs don't work because it gets too cold. I understand the idea, and I was saying not put aside whether the climate's changing, put aside whether or not going to EVs is actually going to fix it or not, because there's some questions there. I'm just trying to think of, in reality, when you legislate stuff, we tried this, right? We tried, prohibition. Didn't work. We tried the war on drugs. Of all people in California, I think you'd say, like, mandating people to do something or to buy something or not buy something they don't want historically hasn't worked, has it?
Well, first of all, yeah, like when we mandated that people wear seatbelts, that has saved countless lives. But in terms of the electric grid, that's a much broader issue. We have a big problem in this country around the electric grid overall. It goes well beyond EVs, and we have to invest in that and fix that. And President Biden has been leading on that. So I don't want to we shouldn't be defeatists. We have a problem. We need to address it. We have the technology to address it. And if we can stop burning oil and start using clean energy instead, we should do that. I appreciate
you say. I get the idea that we have the technology, but it doesn't play out. In the market has spoken. Consumers say they don't want it, even after all the advertising, all the subsidies, and everything else. Why not at least wait until the power grid can sustain it before mandating it?
Well, first of all, EV sales are going up. It's, again, not as quickly as we want. And in terms of the power grid, let's do both. And it will give us a much bigger incentive to get it right on the grid as we start electrifying more things. And we have to electrify more things. Again, Mother Nature is telling us that we need to electrify more things. I don't want to see more of these wildfires expanding to more and more parts of the country. I don't want it so that people can't get insurance anymore because of climate change. Let's fix the problem.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.